Improbable Alliance. Now, that's a card that we haven't seen in a while. Why? I mean, people played a lot of bad card draw, opt and thrill of possibility to kind of make it happen, trying to force it to happen. Well, what if we just make it happen naturally and make it a good card and a good deck with good card draw effects? So, I mean, when I talk good, I mean, let's just go straight for the top route right now. A-Omnath, Locus of Creation. Draws a card when he enters the battlefield. With that, our other creatures in our creature package are Wall of Blossoms for early aggro and just drawing us the extra card. More of the engine. Calim to tap down permanents, draw cards, eventually become a 5/6 with Ward 2 later. That becomes a little bit of a problem for our opponents to deal with. Gets in the way. When it comes to our removal or interaction in any way, we've got Fires of Victory, Molten Impact for some of the early stuff in case our opponents are go wide. We have Divine Purge for the early aggro. Lots of early aggro decks, elves, prowess, you name it. Supreme Verdicts after that, just to clean up the regular stuff. After that, Farewell, just to clean up most of the mess. 3 Fragment Reality, a 1-mana answer to exile something, and nice and early. After that, one-offs in an offer you can't refuse, specifically for combo decks. After that, Relic of Progenitus, just for some graveyard hate. Keep in mind we have Farewell, so we can bounce off of that. We have a 4-color mana base. I'm not putting that on screen. Oh my god. I'll just show it in this deck list. Let's draw some cards, make some fairies, make this thing tick off like a freaking bitter blossom. See you in the games. Hope you enjoy, and at the end of the games, I'll talk about the deck a little bit more in depth. All right, we're on the play. We have lots of triomes. Do we have double white in those triomes? We do. Okay, so Divine Purge is online at least. So, Raugrin Triome, that opens up Calim if we draw like a check land or anything like that. You know, it's giving us our turn potential. There we go. All right. Well, with that, yeah, we'll Ketria. We're fine. So our opponent is on Island. And Plains. And great. Well, we'll just start pitching Calims. And then start beating them down with that. Because that's all I got. Sorry. You know what? We might see some more stuff. Leave an untapped land for this one. I'm going to cycle Jetmirs. We have so many lands here. Alright. Chalk this in. We've got Calim plus Spara's headquarters to cycle. We additionally have Fires of Victory for anything that, with Kicker, for anything that might be a problem. Our opponent's going to do whatever that nonsense is. Cycle Calim. And cycle Spara's headquarters. And Wall of Blossoms. Oh, there's our interaction. And Wall of Blossoms. Okay, and pass the turn. Now we have Calim, so if they like windmill a Teferi and then untap 2, keep in mind Calim has ward and can still take out that Teferi without breaking a sweat. So we're totally fine here. So we'll play it anyway, because I'm going to put this on the table. We're playing the proactive plan right now. Our opponent has yet to cast anything. And we're drawing more Calims. So if they go in Doomscar with their foretold Doomscars, then we're totally fine here. Like, it's no big deal. So we have 5/6 in play. Let's see them try to deal with it. Fateful Absence. Draw me some more cards. Yes, draw me those cards. It's Calim. Like, these Calims are free. They're even better than free right now. They're great. All right, Hinterland Harbor. And, yeah, pass the turn. Free. Oh! Third, saw it coming / Doomscar. How about Calim again? Okay, well, let's find another Calim. I forgot we exile multiples here. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. They're going to be all clustered at the top of the deck. We're going to have Calims for days against this guy. We need something to draw fire from that Improbable Alliance. I think we do. Anyway, let's see what they do. Maybe they freak out. Ward! Alright, Improbable Alliance. Make them deal with one of their counter spells then. Oh, really? Alright. Thanks for the clue. They could counter this with Narset. We'll have to keep that in mind as a cautionary thing. Alright. Play more lands because we have to draw every Calim in the deck. Every one. There's Wrath. Got it. So easy. Okay, so we have one Calim, which means that we can cycle this Raugrin Triome at this point for this turn, since we're never going to get a Calim in anyway. And here we are. So, yeah, we'll cycle a Calim to get a faerie. Oh, this is fun. Alright, land drop, and pass. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Yep. You know what? Let's save the removal. It's if they play a land drop that I care here. Alright. 2 Calims into play. 1 Teferi that's very dead. Alright, let's get this one cycled immediately, so that we're just kind of ahead. Not to mention we get additional fairies so we can keep pressuring their life total. And more Calim. Oh, this is fun. My turn. Oh, look, land. You. Easy peasy. Cycle? Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Throw away Divine Purge. More fairies. So, more land. Wrath. You got it. More Calim. We did not get a faerie out of this one. That's the downside. We didn't get a faerie on this one. But hey. But wait, there's more! Oh look, Calim into Calim into Calim into Calim. Let's just crack him over the head right now. Like they're holding up counter spells for nothing. Because we're not countering. We are not playing enough to counter. This Improbable Alliance, they definitely should have countered though. Throw away the Purge. Your go. Oh, this is a savage beating of their deck. Oh, it's just so hilarious. Or Calim single-handedly just tearing them apart. Let's see them try to figure this one out now. I have 3 Calim, so I have a Calim almost guaranteed anyway. Like, we want to get ahead of them too. Force them to have graveyard interaction for all this stuff too. Kajali Sunwing. Uh-huh. Were you expecting this? The Saw It Coming says he was expecting this. Okay. But I have a question. Were you expecting this? Let's just A-Omnath because it's fun. Alright. There are 2. We have 2 Calims ready to go. Just as soon as we do this. Alren's Epiphany. You got it. Probably not threatening enough. Because I can block the birds first off. So they're going to have a little trouble with that. Starnheim Unleashed. You got it. So those birds coming swinging? I don't think you understand how my deck works yet, opponent. Let me assist you in understanding that our Lord and Savior Calim is going to... This is great. I don't think you understand, opponent. Calim is here, and he's here forever. He is coming for you. He is inevitable. I ran out of Calims. Hold on, let me find another Calim. No, let's just... Okay, on the draw, we have a hand that does a couple things. Nothing crazy, just no red, for what it's worth. But we've got a Wall of Blossoms get us started. Our opponent's mulliganing. I would like to point out that I am probably like cutting 90% of my games. If you're ever wondering why I never like post win-loss or play in ranked, it's 90% of the time I just want to give you interesting games more than show you a win percentage. I don't want to grind through hours and hours just to find you remotely interesting games. So, that said, we're against yet more control. Of course. Of course. So anyways, Jetmir's Garden is our Explorer. That means one thing that we have to watch out for. Bolus's Citadel. First and foremost, Bolus's Citadel is our key thing that we have to care about. We're going to just play our Jetmir, so we're going to cycle Calim here. We'll get to Improbable Alliance eventually. Scoot Swarm is definitely a thing that is a thing. And certainly the thing that we definitely want to kill. Okay, from here, I want to... I think just Molten Impact the Scoot Swarm. Let's just not mess around with that. Play Ketria Triome. I know I can play some more cards and shock them in. I'm just more interested in getting these Triomes down and doing stuff I actually need to do. You know, the important stuff. So, like, you know, Improbable Alliance against your Leyline Prowler, for example. Wall of Blossoms. In you go. Jump block that stuff all day. Raugrin Triome. I think all our mana is generally represented well. And a nice even spread. Path to Discovery. This is literally just Explorer. I'm not worried about 2 damage here. I'm only worried about 2 damage that gets me down to 10. That is also really nice. But anyways, here we go. Boop. See how they start playing around this. You know what? We have enough lands that we can probably cycle Spara at some point here. In you go. Path of Discovery again. Although you're falling behind on board just a teeny bit. We have Calim, so you might as well attack. It's literally on top. You might as well attack. Or it's going to do nothing. Now I'm going to beat in. There you go. Alright. Okay. Crack in. Play another wall, I think? You have nothing, opponent. Nothing of rel. You're going to chump block with Seeker Squire, sure. I was not seeing that one coming, but alright. More fairies. We have ourselves a Divine Purge. Pass the turn. We'll just start building up a force and start knocking that life total down a little bit. Merfolk Branchwalker is fine. It doesn't get past the walls in this current state. Wildgrowth Walker is a problematic card. So that's the card we definitely want to consider getting rid of in some fashion. Anyway. Leyline Prowler. Yep. Just let it do its thing. Calim tap down Branchwalker. That's kind of exactly what I need versus the Wildgrowth Walker. That was perfect. It's an answer that I can do before it explores and gains 1,000,000 life. Also, that's a really good option too. Okay. So, Wall of Blossoms again. More card draw. We'll get to those Calims. That's what we do. We get to Calims. Relic. All these. Gonna chump block that? Cool. And keep in mind, all these chump blocks are going straight into the yard that a Relic Progenitus is now responsible for, which I can now, like, it's from the looks of things, single target it. Nice! I forgot that was even here! Alright, congratulations on your Land War Elves. You got tons of explorers to do now. More Land War Elves. More Path of Discovery. You don't want that. What else you got? More land. Alright, congratulations on your land. Seeker Squire, you got it. Scoot Swarm, yep. Relic Progenitus seems still very good. Oh, they're going to keep the Chupacabra. Land War Elves, yep. Okay. Not attacking with that 5/4. Okay, so my thought here is to just get rid of all enchantments, and then Chupacabra's pretty much dead in the water. Something like that. Seems good. Second A-Omnath. Okay, well for now, first A-Omnath still needs work, So yeah, farewell to enchantments. So now Chupacabra does fuck all. Send in 5. So they draw a Chupacabra with 2 lands and mystery card. So they may get a token killed. Maybe. Of course they find Jade Light Ranger. I guess Omnath's dead. That's okay. We have replacement Omnath, so it doesn't matter. Bolus's Citadel. That was the one I was worried about. All right. Okay. So we're at 28. We're going to probably just cancel this. No blocks. I'll keep Divine Purge in the bank here. Okay, Omnath. Gain some life. We'll go into the 20s. Okay. Attack for 5. They're at 9. They don't have a lot of life left. Exile graveyards for now. That problem's solved. Purge. Super taxed. And now they can Bolus's Citadel, but it ain't going to do much unless they draw perfect. Leyline Prowler, not so much. Okay. Okay, so tap Chupacabra. Tap Leyline Prowler. That's pretty good for keeping Leyline Prowler from doing anything relevant. Get them to 2 life, and Bolus's Citadel is nigh useless at this point. And we're at 27. So the main thing we have to worry about with Fragment Reality is them finding their gain life guy. Help me out, game. Wild Growth Walker. So we have to be extremely cautious about that particular play. They're not attacking. Okay. This puts it onto the battlefield tapped. First off, that one. So they have no Explore currently. So if one Wild Growth Walker appears, veto, well, that's not happening either. Sorry about your luck. You are long dead. Oh, that's also not helping. But hey, whatever. It's a card draw. Whoops. Oh, that's even better. Okay. I didn't screw up. I was drawing the Divine Purge. Okay. No screw ups. Always planned. Perfectly fine. Totally counted the cards in my hand. On the draw versus Catherine Janeway, don't worry. She'll lose. She was lost for years. Get 2 Lava Runner. Okay, so based on hand, we need green, white represented. Primarily here. So, I guess Spara. A Fragment Reality can deal with a 1-drop quite well. Vaishio Pyromancer is a thing, though, for now. Just have to be cautious, but definitely a lot of nastiness. We're going to Wall of Blossoms here for now. It's going to soak up a little bit while still buying us the next turn. I suppose we could have done Tap Land, Vaishino Pyromancer again. Definitely not the cards I wanted to Divine Purge for sure. Okay. Okay. Jetmir's Garden. We have Fragment Reality, which is just going to have to be the very next card that we run through here. And we probably do have to Divine Purge. Jesus Christ! Or not. Might just have to chill out. Alright. I'm going to Fragment Reality this other Pyromancer. Make it something far more benign. Yeah. Okay. So we stop more damage. No spells seem to show up. It's just all a creature pile here so far. Are you shocking the Wall of Blossoms? Huh. That was pretty good. Verdict. Was taking a creature out of their deck, by the way, in theory. Okay. So maybe the other ones are more friendly to Divine Purge, so we can then Omnath. Bone Crusher Giant appears. That's a rough one. Okay. Purge it. We purge it now. Keep it slow. They can get another shock out of it. I know that we're playing through those margins right now, but if they play another shock out of it, it's not coming to the table. Like so. Now we play our Omnath and say, fuck you, it's my game now. Also, it's my game now. Ding! 9 life. Deal with freaking Omnath. It was built for your sorry ass. You can play a Bone Crusher Giant real slow if you like. I'll play my wall. Or they play everything into that. Oh, if they drop all the removal into that, I guarantee the second Omnath is just going to absolutely tear them apart. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. That's pretty good, actually. But we'll do this for now. We'll use it for the Bone Crusher Giant, I suppose, where we take 2 and then we gain like a bunch. Anyways, they have to have a pile of removal for it, or we're just going to keep playing lands. Lightning Strike me. Really? Know what, opponent? I kind of disagree. This is great. Alright, whack for 4. Alright, your move, Kaiba. Bone Crusher. I'm just going to Fires of Victory that. Just to let them know how much victory I've got. It's all the fires. Alright, well. This last Triome I'm just saving for, you know, cycling purposes. Of course, we're at 16 and they're at 12, so they better start seeing the writing on the wall on this one. It was a slightly frightening start based on the Divine Purge, but we managed to stall it just long enough. Banefire X4. You got it. So now we get to the Calim game. 1 Calim. Oh. 2nd Calim. Triome to get to the Calims. So it did come into use. Hey, look, we found another Omnath. Oh, that's good. Oh, this is going to be this is soul crushing at this point, I'm sure. So, how did I feel about the deck and being an Improbable Alliance deck? Oh my god, this deck is just nutty! But I would also point out that I have played games since the recorded games that are put together, just for more dailies. And I've made a few adjustments based on that, but I'll leave the deck list down below in the description, as you see here, while suggesting right now what I would change based on what I've been playing. So, Improbable Alliance was perfect at 3, and just draw just enough to work in tandem with everything else so that you have cards kind of when you need them overall. Farewell sometimes felt like I needed a little bit more of Farewell, but overall, that's just certain matchups. You can generally play around certain things, so maybe that was just me freaking out over needing removal more than I really actually did. On offer you can't refuse. Generally, dead card. Headed for combo, but after playing further games afterwards, I noticed that Fragment Reality was the card that I wanted a 4th of. Because if they're assembling a combo, you can just Fragment Reality a key combo piece and probably break them up in those particular situations. Since it's such easy removal to use, it's a really, really good combo breaker. After that, Relic Progenitus, I wanted a second one, and I still want a second one after all of this, and I've noticed one card that just didn't happen to perform 100% towards what it needed to, and that was Fires of Victory. While it's still good, there were a number of situations where being stuck with 1 or 2 cards in hand, and just having to wait extra turns until it got to the point where it was actually useful again, was a bit much. So I would say knock this one down by 1. Give yourself a second Relic of Progenitus just so that those graveyard decks go crying. So after that, I think the deck is perfect. The Triomes, of all things, surprised me more. I just wanted to make sure my mana was perfect. I didn't want to mess around. If our deck was slow, so be it. I wanted to make sure we had a 4-color deck and we were casting everything perfectly. It turns out we were just cycling almost all of them to Improbable Alliance to make more fairies. So, yes, the cycling was very relevant in this deck, and I'm quite happy about being surprised by that. Yeah, there were a number of surprises. So anyways, yes, for changes, guaranteed, move up a Fragment Reality, down an Offer You Can't Refuse, up a Relic Progenitus, and down a Fires of Victory. And, yeah... Well, I mean, you have to craft another Alchemy Rare, so deal. Anyways, this deck is super insane. And if you enjoy Historic, this is definitely a place to be with it. Hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Take care. Bye-bye.